Hey, all you cool cats and kittens, it's your name here, and let me tell you, I've fallen down a rabbit hole. A rabbit hole filled with cryptic clues, Cold War paranoia, and a mysterious corpse on a beach. Buckle up, because today we're diving headfirst into one of history's most baffling unsolved mysteries, the case of the Somerton Man. Picture this. Australia, 1948. On a sunny December morning, a body is found on Somerton Beach, just a stone's throw from Adelaide. Who was this sharply dressed mystery man? What's with the coded message tucked away in his pocket? And why does this case have more twists and turns than a game of Twister played in a hurricane? Let's break it down, shall we? Our story begins on December 1st, 1948. Picture a beautiful day at Somerton Beach, sunbathers soaking up the rays, kids building sandcastles. But amidst this idyllic scene, something's amiss. A man is found slumped against the seawall, as if taking a nap. Only problem is, he's not napping, he's deader than a doornail. Nobody knew who he was. No wallet, no ID, no identifying marks on his clothes. Adding to the weirdness, he was dressed to the nines, suit, tie, polished shoes. The police were baffled. They ran his fingerprints, checked missing person reports. Nothing. In a hidden pocket, they found a tiny piece of paper with a curious message, Tamam Shud. Now, Tamam Shud might sound like some kind of exotic curse, but it actually translates to finished or ended. Harmless enough, right? Wrong again. See, those words were torn from a very specific book, a rare copy of the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam, a collection of Persian poetry, and, as luck would have it, a few months later that very book turned up. A guy claims he found it tossed in his car, just a hop, skip, and a jump from where the Somerton Man was found. Coincidence? I think not, but wait, there's more. Inside the book, scrawled in faint pencil marks, were a series of letters, a code. Now, we're talking Cold War era here, folks. Espionage was all the rage, and secret codes were practically a way of life. Naturally, the police thought they'd stumbled onto some top-secret spy stuff. They called in code breakers, cryptologists, anyone who could decipher this cryptic message. Problem was, nobody could crack it. Some thought it was a military cipher, others a lover's secret language. Whatever it was, that code became the key to unlocking the Somerton Man's identity. Or so they thought. Years passed. The code remained unbroken, and the case went cold. Just when you thought this case couldn't get any weirder, enter Jessica Thompson. Jessica was a nurse living near Somerton Beach, and she might hold the key to this mystery. Remember that copy of the Rubaiyat? Inside was a phone number, and guess whose number it was? Jessica's. When questioned, she claimed she didn't recognize the Somerton Man. But when shown a plaster bust of his face, she nearly fainted. Was Jessica hiding something? Had she known the Somerton Man? She admitted to giving the book to a soldier named Alf Boxall. Years later, researchers discovered Jessica's son, Robin, resembled the Somerton Man. Could Robin be the Somerton Man's son? The plot thickens. Okay, so we've got a dead guy with no identity, a cryptic note, a mysterious woman who may or may not have known him, and a potential love child. But wait, there's more. Because what's a good mystery without a misplaced suitcase full of clues? Shortly after the Somerton Man's body turned up, a suitcase was found abandoned at Adelaide railway station. Inside, the police found a treasure trove of curious items: clothes, shoes, a shaving kit, the usual travel essentials, but there was one tiny detail that sent chills down their spines. Every single identifying label had been removed. I mean, talk about thorough. This guy was like a phantom, erasing any trace of his existence. Some experts believe the suitcase's contents hinted at a secret life, perhaps a connection to the theatre world. There were threads and wax used for costume repair, suggesting our mystery man might have been a performer of some sort. Who was the Somerton Man? And what was he so desperate to hide? The answers, my friends, remained elusive, lost to the sands of time. Now let's rewind for a second and talk about the elephant in the room, the Cold War. Remember, this was a time of global paranoia when spies were everywhere and nobody knew who to trust. And the Somerton Man case, with its cryptic codes and mysterious circumstances, seemed tailor-made for a spy thriller. Some experts believe the Somerton Man was a Cold War operative sent on a secret mission to Australia. The missing labels, the coded message, the untraceable poison, more on that later. It all pointed to a world of espionage and intrigue. Could he have been a double agent who'd gone rogue, or maybe he stumbled upon information that someone powerful didn't want getting out? Theories abound, my friends, but concrete evidence is about as rare as a sober night in a haunted house. Was the Somerton man a pawn in a global game of chess? Or was he just an ordinary guy, caught in extraordinary circumstances? Okay, so we've covered the cryptic clues, the mysterious woman, the missing labels, and the Cold War connections. But what about the cause of death? Surely they figured that out, right? Well, yes and no. The autopsy on the Somerton man revealed that he likely died from poisoning. However, and this is a big however, they couldn't identify the specific toxin used. It was like he'd been poisoned with something so rare, so undetectable, it was like it didn't even exist. Some whispered about exotic poisons used by foreign agents, substances so deadly they could kill without a trace. The lack of a definitive answer only fueled the flames of conspiracy. Was the Somerton man silenced by a skilled assassin, using a poison so sophisticated it left no trace, or was his death the result of something more mundane? The poison theory, much like every other aspect of this case, remains shrouded in mystery. Now, you might be thinking, okay, this is a wild story, but it happened over 70 years ago. Surely people have moved on by now, right? Wrong again, my friend. The Somerton man case has become a global obsession, captivating amateur sleuths, armchair detectives, and conspiracy theorists for decades. Books have been written, documentaries filmed, and countless online forums dedicated to unraveling the mystery. People from all walks of life have devoted countless hours to cracking the code, identifying the poison, and uncovering the Somerton man's true identity. It's a real-life detective novel, full of twists and turns, dead ends, and tantalizing clues that seem to lead nowhere. Speaking of new technology, in 2021, the Somerton man case took a dramatic turn. After decades of speculation and dead ends, authorities finally decided to exhume the body, hoping that advances in DNA testing might finally reveal his identity. The world watched with bated breath as forensic experts carefully extracted DNA samples from the Somerton man's remains. Would this be the breakthrough they had been waiting for? Would the secrets of the past finally be revealed? The DNA analysis took months and the anticipation was palpable. Finally, the results came back and they were inconclusive. While they were able to extract a viable DNA profile, it didn't match any records in existing databases. The Somerton man, it seemed, was determined to hold on to his secrets, even in death. But the exhumation wasn't a total loss. It provided valuable new information about the Somerton man's ancestry and physical characteristics, giving investigators a fresh lead to pursue. So after all this, where do we stand? The Somerton man's identity remains a mystery, but the speculation continues unabated. Over the years, countless theories have been proposed, each more intriguing than the last. Some believe he was a disgruntled lover, driven to suicide after a broken heart. Others think he was a victim of mistaken identity, caught in the crosshairs of a dangerous game he didn't understand. The truth, as always, is probably far more mundane, but that doesn't stop us from indulging in a little speculation, does it? The Somerton man case is a testament to the enduring power of mystery. It's a story that refuses to die, that continues to haunt our collective imagination even after all these years. Despite decades of investigation, countless theories, and the advent of cutting-edge technology, the Somerton man's true identity remains elusive. He remains a ghost, a phantom from a bygone era, his secrets locked away in the annals of history. But even though we may never know the full story, the Somerton man case continues to fascinate and intrigue us. It's a reminder that the world is full of mysteries, that some questions may never have answers. And perhaps in the end, that's what makes this case so compelling, because sometimes the thrill of the chase is just as satisfying as the capture. Outro, what's your theory? So there you have it, folks. The strange, the baffling, the utterly perplexing case of the Somerton man. What do you think happened to this dude? Was he a spy, a heartbroken lover, an alien visitor stranded on Earth? Let me know your theories in the comments below. And hey, while you're at it, why not hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more mind-blowing mysteries, and share this video with your friends. Until next time, stay